Today's trade went well. Pretty much. It's just the consistency of the discipline of managing my psychology, how I handle myself, and self-care. Because once I'm consistent with that 100%, that guarantee means I'm consistent and disciplined with following my rules, actually removing my emotions every single time, then rather listening to my emotion every time I trade. Nah. When you're a trader, you always want to detach. Your emotion is out of the chart, and you're literally trying to see with an unbiased opinion. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Has anyone checked Forest Thatcher website today? Previous data recorded say 211,000 K, and they predicted it to go up. But instead, we had a decrease of unemployment, less people working. And what does that mean? How does that impact the market? SP 500 had a clean reaction today. Unemployment claims happened at 7:30. Yep, pretty much. They use the news as an excuse because we have our liquidity sweep from London sweeping yesterday's Tokyo sessions low. London swept yesterday's low. And when the news came out, unemployment claims, after the talking speech and whatever, they hear something about rate cuts because if less people are working, that means the government will be scared of losing money that comes into the market for regulation. That will mean the economy is not doing good. So they're trying to do whatever they can to improve the market based on the escalation with the war. Boom. Prices that go back inside the range, then claim bullish momentum. It got stronger. Yesterday made a higher high. All this money, all these chops, all the liquidity that was sitting there. The chop says it all. The money was sitting right there, just waiting for it to be pumped, swept, grabbed, whatever it is. So it has to be the target. Because today, or rather this morning, during London session, price swept and went lower, filling in a little bit of the imbalances, the efficiencies right there. It didn't go back inside the rage lower. It didn't reclaim nothing. The support still stands. It's not broken. It got nearer. Too much demand. It went back up. Liquidity is like a magnet. That's the target. All that money was sitting right there. This morning, I took a first loss on my trade because I was emotional, but then, looking back on my recording on live on YouTube, if you guys watch it too, yeah, I study myself too. I study and I see what went wrong. I didn't do my full prepare. I didn't do my full preparation routine of how I wanted to execute my trade properly, to have the proper mindset, proper execution, proper analysis by reducing the emotion and the noise that's going on in my head. Yep. This morning, the unemployment claim, after they heard about when data came out, and it was less than expected for the data that they forecast, because it's a rate cuts big time because it was way less. They actually cut the rates. Dollar got weaker too. Oil still remains high. Gold increased of the risk appetite. As it aligns with the SPY ETF trust fund, they both align, showing there are actual risk appetite in the market and the volumes are coming in for demand. So that's why I took the second trade. That's why I took the second trade, targeting liquidity at the resistance. Let's go. Now for today's profit, that requires a skill. I don't want to say too much because not too much information is needed. If you want to understand what I said, go back, rewind a little bit, repeat. If you have a specific question, you can ask me right now or ask AI. AI has been the best friend for everyone. Welcome to 2026. Okay, tomorrow we got another 3 rep folders. It should be good. Previous data 0.4% for the NFP, non-farm employment change, negative 32,000. They forecast more decrease of 65K. Unemployment rate will probably remain the same. However, for our situation, I wouldn't be surprised if I see the unemployment rate decreases based on today's news data that came out. It wouldn't make sense. average hourly earning for any of her jobs in general. If the unemployment rate is decreasing, it should be decreasing, right? So yeah, they forecasted 0.3, a bit of a decrease, not a massive decrease. For the average hourly earning and unemployment rate should impact the market big time, but the non-farm employment change. I'm not a farmer, so no need to think like a farmer. It says non-farm employment change. That means any of the jobs in general, cities, workers, anybody that works. Yep. Number of people employed during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I mean that. I'm sure all three should have a negative data coming out tomorrow. We'll see what's happening. Well, like I said earlier, news is the excuse. Even with the war escalation and all that's going on, all of that is an excuse and distraction just to manipulate the market. Too many people say, well, money doesn't solve everything. Well, yeah, you're right. Money doesn't solve everything, including happiness. But however, money is a tool. Money is a tool you can leverage and use to multiply. Then you have a privilege to have what you want. And that's called power and sovereignty. You have control over your own life. That's freedom right there. That's what money can do for you guys. People say not everyone can do this. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree on that. But at the same time, I'm not Jesus, so I can't say. But if I want to think like him, he would think that everyone can have an ability to do whatever they can, right? All that matters if they try. Have you genuinely tried? Wealth is for everyone. Wealth is for everyone. But that depends on you. If you actually want to face it, that means facing yourself, your own flaws, your own consequences, learning more about yourself and your identity, where you're going. Because how you use money reflects who you really are. So if you see money as a bad thing and not everybody can have it, that reflects who you are either. I think everyone has the opportunity, whether the different levels of intelligence or skills, personality, talent, whatever it is, everyone can do it. If they put in the effort, they can. They can achieve anything. Just many chose to give in to the matrix. That means reality, life. People say, I'm looking for the 99% that's literally in my way. I'm getting them out, removing the noise. That's the process. Now, the main goal is to attract that 1%, or use the 1%. Honestly, I believe everyone should be, but not everyone can be the main character because they're not facing it right. It makes sense. You're here, you're watching because you want to learn how to trade. Let's go. I'm saying the opportunity. The price right now is compressing. Price right now is compressing. Weak move. Indecision. Slow with a bit of momentum of buying. Money right now looks like it's targeting this area, the zone. Excuse me for clearing my throat. Clearing my throat. Right now, the money looks like it's targeting this area. Not necessarily strong, so which means it could be retesting the resistance zone to see if it actually want to break through or not. Because as you can see with the volume profile indicator on the right, heavily traded area right there. Too many people are placing their positions above the imbalance, causing the market to resist, going where the area that has too much demand, the imbalance zone. Before the market want to change its own direction, naturally, it will continue going the same direction, getting weaker, 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 until it's completely as hard as it will reverse by trapping everyone out of the market. So lately, Trump probably chilling, trying to let the market come out with its news as an excuse to let the market manipulate, move its money around. Well, he did order what everyone don't want to hear. The war to ceasefire, but it's not ceasefiring. He said he's gonna finish what we started. Let's finish what we started. to therefore, what does that look like for everything later and soon? More raging for gold, more crash, more fear and panic and uncertainty in the market. Volatility will probably remain high, but right now it's trying to cool down. And that's probably what Trump wants. He's been manipulating the market to do that. Unless if it's out of Trump's control, then how does any of this movement benefit Iran? He did say Iran's going to start accepting payments in yuan or crypto, either one of those. But if people are international, do you think they're going to pay in yuan most of the time? Yeah, if they have it. But what's easier to bring around? Crypto. Boom. Boom. Yeah, the world's literally trying to rotate into crypto. Everything's getting tokenized. BlackRock Bank was right. The CEO said that the future of money is tokenization. So if you're not trading, you're not involved in crypto, you're behind, you're fucked. Just like that. You should be trading. Every day I'm gonna talk about the same thing, nothing new. Money up there, money down there. Where the market wants to go. We'll pay attention to the behavior and see how it turns out. The pattern reveals itself. If you want a repeatable edge and you can't wait for trials and errors, if you've been studying, many traders have many years of experience. But if you're trying to speed run the whole thing, trying to improve your situation as fast as you can, the link is below the video. Tap in, book your call, strategy call. In 30 days, I will help you understand how to read the market properly using understanding the money and how they flow to your advantage. Rise the opportunity every time. Every time by when you see your opportunity with the system there. Boom. Because we TruBiz trader. TruBiz community here. Let's go. Gotta stay alive. Bless you. Quick analysis again before I go cook dinner. On a 4-hour time frame, price made a higher low going in a direction of the higher high. Looks like it's going for the higher high. But we can see a bit of the rejection and the next candlestick is strong, but it didn't break out of the previous high. It didn't break out of the previous high. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see some market be a little bit choppy tomorrow. Choppy, unless we'll probably have a continuation. It'll be choppy right now. Tomorrow morning, if the news comes out with more rate cutting, improving the economy again, boom. Potential bullish movement for the retracement move down. Well, retracement move up. For the downtrend move. That's how you pronounce it. still working on signing and speaking and trading and putting them together at the same time. The SimCom job that requires two brain, man. Give me a break. Yeah. Day time frame in the market did a sharp pullback to this level. Tomorrow, if price still holds, potentially high, reclaiming a level, resistance becomes support, continue for up, unless that will be a trap for a money grab. If it's a money grab, then it's gone reversal down when the war escalates about something and the oil spikes higher. I wonder, if the oil spikes high tomorrow unexpectedly, are they trying to use that news as an excuse to improve the economy? Wow, the oil is gonna get higher anyway. Now that would make sense as a trader. Dollars still remain high, about the same, like it's raging, consolidating. It's not going anywhere. Going into the premium zone. About 50 is in the premium zone. If I'm gonna correct it. Yeah. If I'm gonna correct it, it's probably that. Why am I showing up analyzing the chart? Pretty much sounding like I'm talking about the same thing every day. That's because I'm a trader, and the traders are required to stay updated with what's going on with the market so to prepare for opportunities tomorrow or whatever the time sessions they trade in, they lock in. I'm pretty much showing you guys my experience and using YouTube as my documentary for my trading journey while you guys are watching me grow. And I'll show you guys what's TruBiz, my strategy, my knowledge, the skill, the ability to understand the market macro regime and use that alignment with my repeatable edge as an opportunity. That's the point of me going on YouTube pretty much. Supposed to be consistent. Consistent Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, 8 in the morning, 8 at night. I'm thinking about pushing it to 9. I'm thinking about pushing it to 9 lately since the market's been moving around later than usual, trying to lose people's hope in the market. The exact time when people want to give up on the market, it's the time they move the money. But that would mean I should change my rules or break my own rules, so no. Listen to that. I'm documenting my journey, self improvement, self analysis, analyzing the market, having everything aligned. If you guys have any questions, I'm here. I'm willing to answer it. I can show you. If you want a strategy, you want to grow, you want to master trading, understanding the market, 5 years experience in, I can help you where I know. Boom. The link's below the video. Let's speedrun the whole system. Let's go. Let's work tomorrow. Let's work tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if gold still pull-ups too. Then balance on. If it's gone, potentially the equal highs at the top. If gold has some strong risk appetite while SP500 wants to go up as the volume in line, the order flows coming in, money coming in. Yeah. We guarantee potentially have our high tomorrow, but let's see. What if that's what the market wants us to think? So we have to use our system as a confirmation to remove the emotion and align ourselves with smart money concept thinking. Probably raise for a bit, then higher high. Unless it fails, and price keep getting weaker for demand, probably go down and crash. Right now we have our resistance that was formed, 2 touch points in that zone. That's resistance. Will we have a mean reversal tomorrow? That's also a potential. Because when price compresses, it lets it sweep both sides, balance everything out. And potentially go for a higher high or let the price decide where it wants to go depending on supply and demand. Okay. That's it for the live right now. Let's go. I see you guys tomorrow morning. Let's work. TruBiz trading. Lock in. If you want a strategy call, the link below the video. I'll see you.